Hey guys, we are back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Almost said the wrong one there. Justice for All. And
there you go. It's because you're looking at Trilogy. You're not looking at the Justice for All graphic.
No, I almost said Trials and Tribulations.
Well, we are... that too.
Yeah, we are finally back to... I swear to fucking God, we better finish this case this time. We are here to finish...
Maybe.
...the case of Maya
We'll see.
Fey. Defeat another Von Karma and make a sole mortal enemy. A much more powerful one than last.
Yeah, if we do defeat her, she will be mad
on Von Karma's legacy.
Well, not yet. I mean, you are putting the cart before the horse, but presumably, because Maya, it was fine, so you'd imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, would it be Edgeworth, Franziska, and Von Karma himself, 3 for 3?
I know, but I'm just saying you're putting the cart before the horse, because we haven't beaten Franziska yet.
It's too late. The first chapter spoiled that she gets off clean. We're fine.
You would imagine, but who knows? Who knows what might happen?
I have a 95% chance of that happening. But yes, something I neglected to actually consider last time, especially after the first day trial, is that we can actually get a actual reunion between Maya and Mia. So maybe the reason they put reunion and turnabout in the title was not because it's just a reunion of Maya and Nick, but because it's also a reunion of Maya and Mia. The ultimate reunion in this one.
So what you're saying is that the secret title is going to be Reunion and Turnabout and Reunion?
Sure, why not?
Because part of that is that it's Reunion and Turnabout, as in the reunion happens and then there's a turnabout.
Yeah. And, you know...
Which, like you said, was different than other cases where they've all been turnabout, whatever, because it starts with a turnabout, but in this case,
I mean, ironically, this does kind of keep Pearl a relevant character. You know, if we really are taking down Morgan in this one, then not only does this give us a secondary character, it gives us a way to actually keep Maya and Mia simultaneously relevant at the same time, which would
potentially
be crazy. But
it's very
I'm
possible.
Really excited for this, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just making sure that we're at the right... That feels like the right part.
Yeah. They always auto-go to the newest one. I don't have anything else saved for this.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, let's go.
Let's get it. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m., aka 9 minutes before court is in session. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. It's always 10 a.m.
It'll never not be too early in the morning for this. I don't know.
Nick?
Like, I know she does it. I know canonically it's true, but I don't know. Maya just doesn't strike me as an early bird. I don't know. She strikes me as someone you'd have to claw out of the bed before 12.
Well, I think she comes off as exactly the opposite of, like, anything related to, like, spirituality. Which is ironic because, as we've found out, she apparently does take her spirituality training very seriously, especially when we're not around.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Did we bring Pearl to the courtroom today? Is she here?
I don't think so, but she has showed up on her own before.
Last thing, yeah, she ran. Last thing we did was interrogate Mia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went after her as Cyclops.
Yeah.
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me, they're bringing it up.
Yeah, I checked the profiles. I did know that.
Yes.
I was shocked when I found out.
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is.
Look. Bringing physical abuse on anyone you come across is not strength, okay?
I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's so grown up.
Alright, that's fair. Taking on Germany by yourself, that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'd love to know a little more about, like, her upbringing, because obviously, at least her last 6 to 12 months have been very interesting.
Because, like... First game we had it, like, we had the text bar, like, fully apparent the entire time, but Maya's arms looked freakishly long there.
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't think, like, the second half of the arm is quite that long. Mine certainly isn't. And this girl's
I mean, that probably
short
goes
as
back
hell.
to the original game. I mean, obviously, it's a much smaller sprite in the original games, but, I mean, the sprites are all the same as the original games. Just,
I know,
you know.
but, like, we couldn't see it before.
Yeah. But there aren't any new animations, as far as I'm aware. And obviously, this one isn't.
I think there's a few moments where they actually have movement. Like, Maya shakes her head every now and then.
Yeah, but I still think none of that is stuff that wasn't in the original game.
Hmm.
Just looks better here.
Well, remaster. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl.
No, you're not.
And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again.
Yeah, but you have a more reputation for that now than anything else. Swear to fucking God, if I swear, if I'm defending you a third time, I don't give a fuck how many more games I have. If I'm defending you a third time,
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Francisca ain't gonna distract me next time, Maya. But, I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Definitely. Good morning!
Would you fucking buy a scooter or something?
Maybe she did. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. When's the marriage, and do I get to be the flower girl?
Yeah. Edgeworth can be
Hey,
the other one.
morning, Pearly. No, Edgeworth's got to be Nick's best man in that scenario. Bro's got to either be the best man or the husband.
Alright, fine. Larry can be the flower girl. The other one.
That would be funny. I could actually see that. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls. Did you run here again? I think you need to teach me your training regimen, because that's the kind of stamina and cardio I would very much like to have in my life. Oh my God, yeah. Could you do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, you know? Maybe Maya, can you lend her one of your dresses real quick? Because last time it was a little awkward. You know?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Aw. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Damn,
I think he's
you
lying.
say that right in front of fucking Maya.
But I think he's lying.
Why would he be lying?
I don't think he wants Pearl to see this trial.
She saw the last one.
Yeah, but the last one we weren't potentially going after her mother.
I mean, I guess, but she'll find out at the end
I think
anyway.
he's trying. Yeah, but I still think he's trying to protect her, whether right or wrong.
I guess. And I guess technically that will be our way of getting Mia and Maya together.
Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Or your client. But Pearly! Not this again! Why'd you read my diary?
You put these thoughts in her head to begin with!
Yeah, there is that.
Now, what's this about, diary? Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake.
Look, apparently the next trial's really shitty, so you can watch in the audience then. You'll get your experience.
It's not, but it's a meme for sure. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Aw. You're really the kind of man to deny an innocent girl her wish, Phoenix. For shame.
Also, few, thank goodness. Nick? Nick?
Thank goodness. This
Yeah.
way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on? Yeah, because Maya has no idea what we're about to do.
Yeah, because, like, all the Fays are kind of not going to be okay with this. You know, like, Mia, I had to go against
Even
Mia to
Mia's...
protect Morgan.
Yeah,
Like,
Mia's
Pearl
iffy
doesn't
on
want to
this
see
at
her
best.
mama. And how's Maya spent the last year with her personal, like... No one's
Yeah,
gonna,
even
no one's
with
gonna appreciate
Maya...
me in this case.
Even with Maya hanging in the balance, Mia feels iffy about this.
That's crazy. Oh my god, she's right there! Oh my god.
Yes,
Dude,
she is.
I genuinely cannot believe they actually took the time to draw a Pearl Mia sprite for that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That is sick.
Yep,
And oh
yep,
my god, that
yep.
chest is just as big as it was last time.
Yep.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix writes, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy.
Indeed.
The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world!
Alright, this isn't that big a case. Right, or not. This isn't international threat level.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
I was called a rookie last chapter.
Well, I mean, it was by, you know... Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes.
I think you have a tick.
The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has... Yeah. I'm the prodigy who's never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago.
I beat the guy who never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 40 years ago.
This is genuine, like, must-see TV, though. It's the daughter of the previously undefeated attorney taking on the guy that defeated her father. Like, let's go. Like this feels like a soap opera or some shit.
How popular is court sessions on TV? Like, I don't think this is Judge Judy level or anything.
Well, it is the Ace Attorney universe, so who knows?
Fair.
Naturally, the world's... Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country, I think
I keep doing that today.
Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Mia's not impressed. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye.
Oh my god. Getting some banter between, like, the secondary character instead of just Phoenix, that's sick.
Yep.
What they say, women really are scary when they fight. No
yeah.
No
Mia
cat fights
and
for
Franziska.
me, not getting involved. My
Yikes.
headshot check is unprepared.
I somehow don't think that Mia and Franziska would have a cat fight. I genuinely think Mia comes off like the type that would just straight up just punch a bitch in the face. And I don't know what Franziska would do, but it would be violent. Besides, obviously, try to use her whip. Yeah, she'll be Indiana Jones up in here.
Never seen Indiana Jones, actually. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
Damn, you're actually playing by the judge's rules. You're not just saying it anymore. You're actually kind of abiding by the book. Where'd all that arrogance go last time? Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. Well, that's something.
What
So she is claiming that Maya did leave the... Yeah, what is she doing?
What? I like how in, like, the little sprite, the chest actually fits, but that is not the case any other time. But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying, then, that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
But then, what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Okay, but how the hell did she exit the room without any of us seeing her?
What are you cooking, Francisca?
Yeah.
Can,
Because she's not someone to just say this for no reason.
can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand.
She's really
Interesting,
gonna
so going straight to
testify
Morgan.
against her niece. And Mia has to
Just
see
as-
it.
Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan.
Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Either way, a Faye's going down today.
Witness, name, and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah!
I need the whip sound effect. I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after this murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes. That is... Ah!
You, be quiet! Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct. But what in the world could have... Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room. What? One more word, Judge. One more word.
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Damn, her hair is big.
Yeah, it
Order,
really is.
order. Miss Fay, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best.
I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Seriously, we're defending Fays, going against Fays, assisting Fays. What? There's so many Fays everywhere you look.
There really is.
Even without marriage, I am so deep-rooted in this family now, I don't even know what to say. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber.
Those two being Lotta and Phoenix.
Is Lotta here?
No, I don't know, but those two are Lotta and Phoenix.
Yeah. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Well, we didn't hear that before. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. When the fuck did you perform that technique then?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya.
And
However,
she's framing it as I was trying to protect Maya, even though in this scenario, this makes things worse.
However, I must correct fallacies when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Straight to it. My aunt is a very smart and sly person, Phoenix. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Us? Even you're gonna be stuck on this, huh? Fuck. Well, let's try it. It's been a little while, so my knowledge is a little foggy on actually what evidence we even have right now. What are we even working with here? License photo. What a fucking license photo? Oh,
Yeah, we got it
that
from
was
Director
for earlier.
Hottie.
That
Yeah.
was for earlier. Pearl's Ball, the Steel Samurai. Fuck you, Maya. How dare you corrupt her mind? Alright, holes, stuff. Alright, we'll do it later. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Nice. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention she looked awful. Damn!
Wow.
We're getting personal. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. We did say it's okay to do that. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
What did you do after that, Miss Faye? Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes. That is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. No, I kind of want to hear that
Another what?
too.
Yeah.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply don't wish for there to be more victims. Bullshit. I just noticed the grapes in your hair too. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Man, you're a pretty good actor. You must have been forced to watch a little too much of The Steel Samurai. Well, that was a very noble of you, Miss Faye.
You're assuming there's good acting in The Steel Samurai.
Oh, fair point. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Very manipulative. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection! The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? Nope. We're continuing. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the regained Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? Why, pray tell, did she... Ah!
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well. Oh, why did it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit that such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Yeah, but objection!
Not when she
But yeah,
was
in theory,
genuine.
this was Mimi, right? Not Maya, so... Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Ah! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... You fainted. You. I became dizzy. and then collapsed onto the floor. For how long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And then the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
So they went somewhere that came back, and then she performed the spirit severing technique, I guess,
That
is the
sounded
idea
a little
here.
Too unbelievable.
I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, but we still have to kind of tear it
shit
apart.
I'd bring up, and everyone would question me on it.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. No. You
Oh, crap.
missed the last one there. But I can't see a track at her testimony. We should get more information. Blah, blah, blah. There we go.
Get him! Was that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further, duh. So while you are unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. But if that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling root chamber at all?
The key got out.
I have to wonder myself, yeah. It's probably Van Francisca's gonna say that.
Yeah. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. Oh?
The key word there is key.
I thought that's what she was gonna say, but is she about to pull out Eni?
Alright.
Are we switching straight just like that?
Maybe. Dude, imagine if she tried to get Maya to channel Eni again. We'll just
Well,
get
no.
the
Well,
dead-
Eni is
dead
the
girl
alive
to do
one.
it. Oh, Meanie.
That's Mimi, yeah. It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It's gotta be Eni. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
Damn, she really prepared big. She wants this verdict bad.
Well, her preparation is perfect, according to her.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony.
We haven't been able to dispute it.
Ah, okay, well, we weren't meant to dispute that one. And from what she has said,
At least at the moment.
we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
That's really bad for us.
I hope this isn't bad. This isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask... Where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, that's exactly what.
Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Oh, they're gonna say that Mimi went to
sister.
speak to her sister. Yeah. That's actually a cute little story.
Yeah. The only time they'd actually get to converse.
You were literally just talking about this at the confines of Maya and Mia.
Sisters. Oh, man, all the reunions in this one chapter, man. No wonder reunion came before the turnabout. Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Miny Meeny whatever the hell who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eeny Meeny?
I think you can see where this is headed.
Yeah.
There she is.
Madam, could you please
Witness.
open your eyes?
Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eeny Miny. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university, and I'm way smarter than I'm acting.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself, your dipshit.
Damn, oh man, the fires do not stop today. Like, I'm glad I'm not on the receiving end of it, but Jesus.
Well, you sure you're glad you're not on the receiving end of it?
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Meanie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? As she tightens her whip.
Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. Dude, I don't think his spine's gonna survive if he dares talk back.
Honestly.
Like, he's being smart right now, okay?
Bro literally is whipped.
Like, work smarter,
Like-
not harder.
Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a shot. It was like, so, like, this is an example of, like, a recreation shot
Yeah, I
that,
know,
like,
that we're not
might or
seeing
might not be
this.
real, yeah. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Go on. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant,
Here we
Maya
go.
Fey?
Keep getting into this whole thing. Really now, Your Honor.
As if we can't jam this down your throats enough.
Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Meanie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is getting fucking confusing, ladies and gentlemen.
Witness.
Let's,
I love that he has no idea what's
let's-
going on and we're just moving forward with the
let-
trial.
let's never take one of these cases again. Let's just instruct spirit channeling murders to another courtroom. I ain't fucking
Like,
doing
yeah?
this shit again.
In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
You're about to get whipped. Ah,
Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. This is the lines from the first scene of the case. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie?
I would
Yeah,
also again
that
like
was
to
the
bring up,
intro to the case.
I don't think it's really fair to prosecute Maya for this, because she clearly didn't do shit.
It's complicated, right? It would probably, like, it probably gets into some sort of, you know, manslaughter or accidental murder. It's probably how you'd have to classify this.
That's so nonsensical, though.
Because she did still channel the person. Like, so it's like, there's some, however fair or not, there is some blame there.
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. In real life, this would, like, at least in, like, the U.S., for example, this would probably, like, become a thing that would go to, like, the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court would probably have to make a ruling on this because it's so unprecedented.
They'd have to invent
then the
they'd have
ruling-
to invent
Yes!
a law for this.
That's what I'm saying. They would make a ruling, and then that ruling would set a precedence moving forward. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
No. I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit could go as far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow.
But you better swallow it whole.
Yep. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth.
Please, thank you.
The end.
Damn, the end! Oh, I love that.
It's really good.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It suddenly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped
They've
paying
crafted-
attention, Your Honor.
Eney and Morgan have crafted quite the tale here.
Yeah, but we do have Mia on our side this time, so we're not alone. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie?
I would imagine so, because we're assuming that it was Eney pretending to be her sister channeled by Maya, so... Yeah, obviously this never happened if Mimi was never channeled. Of course it was, Phoenix.
Question is, how much of this does Franziska think is bullshit? Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Very poetic.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that the cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder.
That's a strong comment. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. I mean, yeah, we didn't really do much with the last one, to be fair, but let's see where this goes.
We had nothing to testify. It was solid tight. Hold it! Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
That's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day.
What?
Yes, indeed. This is quite a seedy day.
I see. And am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so, you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think?
11 a.m.?
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
Oh no, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now.
I was literally almost made a comment of, that's about the same time as it is now. In the game.
What? It's been, over an hour already?
Well, she said a little before 11, so...
Yeah, but, we started at, dead on 10, or very close to it.
Yeah. Who knows exactly, but...
I meant what time it was when someone came into your room.
Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
Can we move along? That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, what was I talking about again?
God, your voice is so perfect for this pain in the ass.
It really is. It's.
Never mind.
I think it's the best one I've had. At least for this game, definitely, it's the best one for so far. Witness, about this person who entered the side room.
And you're absolutely sure?
I guess.
You guess. That face has come up far more often than it has before. This
He is
bro
really.
just
He is
done.
so
Bro
done.
is gonna dehydrate himself soon.
Yeah.
Or what was it, or was it not your sister who entered?
I don't know. What? I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
I will climb over this desk. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, do I look white to you? Second, I'm an only child.
Good to know.
But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer. We're almost alright. The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time.
Genuinely.
Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? Happy in a sad way.
Oh, was that new?
No, I was just
Oh.
making
You
a
are
comment.
happy in a sad way. Yeah, because you're never going to see her again after that.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. But I like know all about the Crane channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? Nah, we gotta question everything and everyone.
Why not?
So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. I already think, yeah, I already see something wrong with that. Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while? She has said that once in a while.
Oh my god, if she responds with objection, that would be so funny. Oh.
Or at least the next time. Mr.
Yeah.
Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
Yes!
It is. Very important.
Yeah, I see this one right away.
It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet.
Okay, Phoenix.
I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Nice. Alright, Mr. Wright, Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony.
New statement time. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. Also, like her costume looked totally like normal. Okay, girl, you're making this too obvious now.
As if she would be wearing shit like that.
Well, it's not even that. There's something, but you're, yeah.
What?
We'll get to it in a second.
The fact that there's, you know, fucking blood all over it?
There you go. Yeah.
So.
I think that would be quite scary.
So there's nothing odd. I mean, maybe her sister came home all the time with blood. She was a nurse. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance.
I mean, in this context, though, that still wouldn't make sense. Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. What the hell?
What the fuck? Mia
was talking to herself.
Found something wrong. Was that the tick she
That's
always
new.
had?
That's impossible.
Huh?
Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? Yeah, Mia figured that out. But this is, I feel, a really easy one anyways.
We're not quite done yet, though. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? There was a whole cutscene about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well,
she'd be so fun to write.
Excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask her the story again?
No. It's the cutscene.
I did just hear her story. It's not like my memory is that bad.
Nice.
Actually, defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again. Very well. You may continue with your testimony, Miss Meanie. I know there has to be something in there I can use, but where?
She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere, and boy did she slip up. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected.
Alright, let's see. Which one was this?
So it should be second to last, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so what is the evidence again? What do we got here?
So it should...
Is it the clothes or the picture?
I think it could be either one. I think either one should work.
I don't think we've ever
The
had
picture that
multiple
has
pieces of
her on
evidence
it.
being okay.
No, there have been.
Oh.
But you use one and then you move on. But sometimes they'll put up multiple things when
I'll
it does.
I'll just go for the
there
costume.
Should be fine.
Okay. Objection!
The picture definitely would have worked here.
That was a very well spun lie, Missini.
Huh? What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Hey, it's the job of the mentor to heighten their student. It's the job of the student to surpass the mentor.
I think she's saying, though, don't just take my lines verbatim.
Sorry, Mummy. Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. Oh, you're showing the picture?
Yeah, that works.
I guess I could have shown the picture as well.
Yeah.
This is the picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. There we go.
The blood spray.
Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. That's new.
I think we did see it, but definitely not in court.
Order, Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie? Has she completely caved
I'm
already?
thinking! Don't interrupt me! Wow. She already broke her bimbo persona, too. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
I thought I was gonna get whipped again.
That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there.
A lot of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
No, Mia, especially with those ellipses after, Mia felt that was something else. Interesting. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap.
Sure.
Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please. Oh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be.
Interesting. So now she's got to explain this blood stain, yeah. And why it didn't freak her out.
Can she really do such an impossibility, though?
I wonder if she's actually going to pull what you suggested. The whole, oh, my sister was a nurse, so, like, I've seen that shit before.
Yeah.
Even though that still doesn't make sense in this context. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? Oh, she's going to just say she didn't see it. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. What?
What?
Are you talking about?
You talking out of both sides of your mouth. Yes.
Or her ass.
Both sides of that too. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Ah, seriously, I was just making that up. I mean, what? Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
Fuck no.
Alright.
He just glared.
Very well. You may question the witness.
Here's something I never mentioned. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but this is something that is kind of lost in translation to this. In the DS versions of these games, when you would have the cross-examination, because there's two screens on the DS, of course, the top screen would have that little cross-examination graphic, and the bottom screen would have a little, like, almost, it wouldn't say verses, but it'd almost be like a clashing, and it'd be a look of Phoenix and the prosecutor.
Oh, interesting.
And that's just gone because we're on a single screen now.
That's content completely omitted, man. What the hell?
Yeah, there would be a little, like, Phoenix versus Miles, or Phoenix versus Manfred, or Franziska, or whoever. Pain.
Interesting. Actually, it's just called Karma, but yeah. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Objection! Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. It was pretty bright in that room.
It was day.
But, like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meanie's?
You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man.
Damn.
Like, okay.
Oh my god, can't breathe. Let me out of here. Like, actually, what the fuck is going on? You didn't see the blood.
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's a fair point.
That's
Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. She's getting ready to whip Beanie. She's like, oh, bitch, you better get your shit together.
Seriously. And what was your sister, Miss Meanie Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. This is such a stupid face. I love that face.
Yeah.
But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. What the fuck are we talking about?
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah.
Franziska, like, come on, girl, you gotta say, this is bullshit. This is what you're biding your perfect testimony on? What was your sister calm by that? Was your sister calm by that time?
The first testimony, but then we added more info, and then she said something stupid, and now she's on a whole new testimony. So we're past that part already. Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. Oh god, she's about to kill us.
Excuse me? Well, last one Karma did kill when they lost, so... Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
She says with her whip at the ready.
And she will not use a bullet. She will just whip you until you're dead.
For real.
And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask
so
you
all
one
this
more
happened
thing,
while
Miss
Lotta
Morgan?
and Phoenix... So all this supposedly happened while Lotta and Phoenix were running to the payphone or whatever to call the police.
That shit is crazy.
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean?
When? When you... Oh.
So, when she met up with supposedly met up with her sister, when they went together to the crime scene, or when they got to the channeling chamber.
What are you thinking?
I mean, we'll probably be able to do all of them, but I'm thinking probably not the side room because we've already discussed that moment a lot. She keeps saying, oh, I didn't notice the blood, I didn't notice the gun, so, like, we've kind of already talked about that. Going to the crime scene,
I mean,
like,
that's
Pearl
where-
is
that's
still,
where
like,
Pearl
there's the
found
Pearl part of this.
That's what
Yeah,
Pearl
there's the
found
Pearl
it.
part of this, and, like, the key, and then arrived at the crime scene.
That's like the weird thing about
I mean, that's
this
when
as
you
well,
get
is,
into the
like-
Morgan stuff.
Like, Pearl's technically a part of this.
Yeah.
So, and we don't even have her, like, here right now.
I would definitely not say the top one. It's definitely the more interesting ones are the trip to the crime scene and when they're actually at the channeling chamber. Because with the arrived at the crime scene, was Morgan passed out? You know, what did the crime scene look like? Stuff like that. There's questions you can ask. With the we're going to the crime scene, it's, did you see the key get dropped? Did you see Pearl? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
What about the urn? The urn as well?
Yeah,
like stuff like that. So it's one of those bottom two that I would definitely choose, but you could take your pick from there. But I definitely wouldn't do the side room one.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta go back to Morgan soon, so we'll go with the crime scene. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
What should I do? Press harder. How about like a person passed out? Think harder. I know you can remember something, or a person dead.
I, like, totally can't. This feels like a contradiction. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I wonder if I put too much faith in Enid's ability to do anything with that brain. Fuck.
But she is also being
It's
stupid,
no good.
yeah.
I can't find anything wrong.
Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony.
The judge believes every testimony.
It feels like it. If you don't find some sort of a hitch in her statement...
He'll end the trial, I know.
We have to give it another shot. Okay, that didn't get us anywhere. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. So yeah, I'd probably try that second statement then.
Okie dokie. Wait, which one?
I think it's the final...
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one, yeah.
So I would just press... I was just gonna press it again and we'll get
Oh.
the other dialogue
Fair enough.
options, because... Yeah.
I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
I'm like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd in the way of the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know
Did
where
she
I'm
find,
going with this.
just to clarify, I can't remember for sure. It might actually say on the key, but was the key in the incinerator? We know that Pearl found it.
I think it
but
was in the
where-
incinerator. Yeah, it was.
I think it was, right? It doesn't say, but I think it was. Pretty
Yeah.
sure. If we're both thinking that sounds right, then yeah. So yeah, there's that too.
Very well. Miss Meany, if you will please include a statement about this in your testimony.
This looks like it was the right option. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Okay, obvious contradiction there, but we could press it anyways.
Try to remember that time. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
I guess this really is a dead end.
I don't think so. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix.
It's no good. I can't find anything wrong.
And then this is the generic thing. We already saw this. Yeah. This is the end of the yeah, and it loops back. So I think we could probably just throw Pearl at that, I'd imagine. Not this one, the new
Yeah,
one.
okay, so we actually go to our profiles again.
Feels good to me.
Objection!
Yep, there it is.
I'm sorry, but there was a single pretzel you didn't realize at the time. You say you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Yeah, it contradicts witness testimony, basically. Or eyewitness account. Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face.
Damn.
That's a weird compliment-insult combo. Yeah. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing at the Center Garden.
The garden.
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Meanie, what do you have to say to that? Whoa!
No!
Ghost! She isn't a cult
It's like
leader.
a ghost.
Oh, she objected!
Objection!
She
As
said
the court
objection.
can see, she's a bit. As
Knows
the
the
court
what?
can see, she's a bit of an air. But Karma's literally called like she's a bimbo. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish...
There is no way someone walking along the Winding Way could not have seen Pearl, or the Winding Way. It's the, is it the Shattered Urn, or is it the Ball? I think it's the
Probably
Shattered
the urn, I feel like, yeah.
Urn. Take that!
Because she was repairing it at the time.
Yeah, right in the middle of, like, the door. This urn is my proof.
An old, cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Sorry, Pearl,
Everything.
I've got to out you here as having broke the fucking thing.
Yep.
Do you know why it's
Yep.
cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn. No!
Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
Fuck! No,
Oh,
not
she
again,
can sense
not
it.
again.
She's got like a... It's like, maybe it's ingrained in her DNA, but she has like a spider sense. It's like, oh no.
Oh god, oh yes. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. This urn was broken around the time of the channeling, started.
Ah!
No, shut the fuck up.
She's gonna be like, I do remember her.
And Pearl was the one who put it back together. Aww, I don't think we saw that before. Well, sitting
don't
right in
think
the
so
way
either.
of the
I love how
winding way.
the ball is just there.
Not that you'd see it if the text box was on.
Well, you'd see like a tiny piece of it.
We would not notice that. Do not lie.
No, of course not. I'm just saying, technically, there is a tiny piece outside of the text box.
Oh man, that is tragic. This poor 8-year-old. But again, incredible. She managed to actually put it together again all in that time. You really are.
Yeah, even if not quite how it's supposed to, but. What? Nani?
And even if you didn't see her, you most likely would have stepped on the fucking part itself.
She's literally in the middle of the walkway. Like, there's literally no way. Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see.
It feels like we're already... I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like we're getting close already.
Maybe. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind.
Yeah.
I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You're a big fat pig liar. You are a masterful liar.
Ah!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. There's been a girl whipping all of us out.
I know.
And now I'm a problem? The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. Damn.
God damn!
So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth.
Dude, Phoenix could be like, he's no pushover when he wants to be, when he's really into it. Yeah. Yeah. About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
Ah, I love that.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No.
No. She was in the fucking channeling chamber.
Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Oops, oh god, I almost hit A there.
Whoa. The third option!
Help me, Mia.
That's so funny.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the contradiction about where she was. Yeah, let's take a look at the evidence. Do we have anything that proves that she either was in the channeling chamber or wasn't in the side room?
I guess we can't just use the photo.
The box is just the bullet hole. The box shows up in the side room after the fact, but I don't know if that's enough. The answer, I'm assuming it's probably in her testimony just now.
Yeah.
Because I don't... That's probably the answer. Help me, Mia's funny, though.
We're on such a cooking path, aren't we?
Do whatever you want.
Early in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement.
Yeah! Yeah, she did say that. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, what does that, like, have to do with anything?
Girl's opening
She
her
almost
eyes.
tore her... Yeah, she almost tore her hat apart.
Saiyan. It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact?
Yeah, she would have had to actually have been there at some point. How? And we've proven that she couldn't have went in the time that she said she did, which means she had to have been there beforehand.
I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. But where was Maya? Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. The winding way. Yes, that's right.
She was never in the side room.
Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. And Franziska's been very silent right now.
Yep.
Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Committing the murder.
Miss Meanie, please answer the question.
Objection!
Oh.
She seems to have composed herself. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ooh, the whip's out.
You might as well answer the question for us. Easy. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Do I just pick the photo? Wait.
Okay, no. It just, you must have accidentally hit the court record button. The timing of that felt like it.
I guess maybe.
It was the game, but now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, I think it's going to pull up the little map, and then you just pick where in the map. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
I mean, there's only one place she could have been.
Yeah. She was in the channeling chamber itself.
Yes, sir?
Oh, why? Take that! Miss Meanie was
because that's where the murder took place.
What?
I mean, we're saying she committed the murder.
But then the question is, where the fuck did Maya go? But that's the channeling chamber.
My best guess is the box.
But how did they take Maya out then if she was if she never channeled?
But the box somehow got to the side room and it wasn't there before.
Yeah, and how did they knock Maya out?
Isn't that the crime scene? I assume they just knocked her out.
Okay, where were they hiding in the channeling chamber?
In the box.
But the box wasn't there until after.
No. The box was nowhere. The box was nowhere. So it was hidden somewhere, and then after the murder, it showed up in the side room.
Oh, fair enough.
So I think Eenie was in the box.
That's right. Miss Meanie was at the
and then
scene
they
of the
put
crime.
Maya in the box, probably.
Fair enough.
And then snuck it out, maybe in that gap when we were calling the police or whatever.
Ow.
Yeah.
Order.
Yeah, order. That's why, Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Whose side are you on? Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime.
Behind the screen, I assume.
Yep.
I was hiding.
That thick persona seems to be crumbling now, don't it?
Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Is it back here?
It's got to be behind. It's got to be because that's the thing. The thing that links the screen to the.
Is this the box or is this the?
No, I think that I don't know. Like, I don't think that's no. It would have to be behind because they would have seen it otherwise. But my point being is that the screen and the box both have a hole at the same level from the ground. So clearly there was a bullet that shot through both the screen and the clothing box. That's what ties the clothing box to the crime scene. So yeah.
That. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Ah!
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
Oh, God. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk.
Oh, my God. That hat is
right
long
the face.
gone. And her eyes.
Also,
her eyes.
you're getting... Her eyes are out, yeah. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
Now, Miss Meanie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying...
Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am.
21 years old. You're actually quite young indeed. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh, that's new. This is oh, wait, fuck, what are we doing? The witness was hiding
behind the scolding screen with the help of
this.
this.
The box.
The box. Gotta be.
Take that! Miss Meanie. How were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. Oh, we got our music.
This is the cornered theme. The pursuit theme. The big one.
You were hiding inside this box.
Ah! That tiny little box! No person could fit in that!
No. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved.
Yeah, Lotta was in the box!
Yep, when you were hiding...
She was hiding in the box!
Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
Damn, they're both going
But that
shit.
clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all! That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know! That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Yes.
Yep.
Bullet hole.
Easy. This is easy so far.
And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
At this rate, we might have a perfect run of a trial day.
Is it just the box itself? Wait. Pictures. Let me check the pictures. No, I saw that one.
Yeah, you see how in that first picture you could see what that thing was you were talking about, though, that's in front of the screen. It's that thing.
Oh, what?
Like, altered thing.
Mirror? Yeah.
Some, like, altered... I don't know. Yeah, it probably is the... unless it's the folding screen. Well, because it's the bullet hole thing. So that's the proof, is the bullet hole in the clothing box in the folding screen. So it probably still is the clothing box, I guess?
Yes, the clothing box. Take that. Take a look at this clothing box.
It's just weird to throw it right again. But that does happen sometimes. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This. What on earth? Ah!
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. Damn, he actually put that together himself. Good job.
Once Franziska hears 8 inches off the ground, she's gonna lose it.
Yeah. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
I love it when he's trolling. The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
He's earned this. Can I just say, like, if they still put Maya in that thing, that was crazy that she didn't get hit. That's right. Hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. Like, where did Maya go in the altercation is the question.
Well, in the altercation, she could have been anywhere, because, like, the only people that would have been in the room were Gray. In that, theoretically, it would have been Eni, Gray, and Maya. Maya could have just been knocked out on the floor during the altercation. They would have only had to put her in the box after the fact. Yeah, or whatever. Like I said, we don't know the specifics of the altercation because we have to remember it was Gray's gun, not Eni's gun. So yeah, we don't know the specifics of how that altercation, but obviously there was a struggle. The first gunshot went off and hit the folding screen and the clothing box, and then Gray got stabbed and then shot.
Yeah, that's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folded screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen.
Yep.
It went through the screen and then into the box. Any more you need me to disprove, Miss Eni? Miss Franziska? Miss Meanie? You were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Yep. Ah!
Order, order. So what you were saying?
Objection! Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie?
That is exactly what I'm saying. That's pretty cool. There, Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey. She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No.
Damn, alright.
Stop.
This is a very short part.
Well, you know, what's interesting about this, though, is nothing we've done implicates Morgan at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. But that's the thing, is that in this hypothetical, Morgan might get away with it, though. Because Morgan had to be a help with that. But maybe Franziska's counters is going to implicate Morgan. We'll see. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition.
A proposition?
This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime.
It's no more bizarre than what you were claiming earlier.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Regardless of what she might be saying, obviously she's concerned. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself.
Correct. It's not impossible. It's not possible.
Yep.
It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you the foolish receive no mercy?
I'm agreeing with you. Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
What? You can't be serious!
Did she just put Morgan together?
She probably figured out who he would be accusing.
Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Pearl Fey.
Maya's cousin, a channeling prodigy with immense spiritual power.
Yes.
Meanie Miney. Franziska Von Karma.
No, Lada Ha looking for a good scoop.
Of course.
You can tell because she snapped two shots right away.
She led herself and Phoenix to away from the crime scene too.
Hell yeah. And this old bastard, Director
Hottie, purported.
For every victim, he plucks out a tooth.
Good God. Gah, this person!
If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan! Fey!
And the funny thing is that once again, that is a Fey getting in the way of a Von Karma.
Ha!
Isn't that the wonderful lady we witnessed we had earlier?
Oh, damn, bro wanted some of that Morgan Fey action.
It's the closest to his own age he's ever got in the courtroom. What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? Not so eyes closed now, are you, to the truth? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it?
She about to admit it.
No, she's...
Oh, shit! Oh, God, that face of Gray. It was so fast, but it was horrifying.
I didn't even see it. What was that?
I'm sure we'll see it.
I hope so. I think this is really what happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Oh god, and it goes on its own. I'm not even pressing anything. Oh, no, I am. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant.
Okay.
Hey, let's go, Maya's feet. And then the channeling started.
Grippers are out.
The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. She did the whole mouth and nose on the cloth thing. Then she stabbed up.
That would be very ironic, given what. Oh my god, that's a new shot.
Oh man, they're giving us a lot of cool content here. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. Are we gonna get this for every chapter in this game? Just a fantasized method of how this all took place? Because we didn't do that in,
I don't know,
we didn't do
honestly.
that in the first game. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected? Yes. Bro,
that was the face. That was the shot.
Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker.
Which made things complicated because then we heard a bullet shots from outside. Because we didn't know any of this was going on until the bullet shots.
And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground.
Gunshots.
The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... well, you know what happened next.
Yep.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hit. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. Ah! Stop doing that!
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, except no, because channeling.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave the area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
Yeah, this seems like this wasn't exactly how they planned it for it to go originally, and then they kind of adjusted on the fly.
Well, I didn't expect bro to come in with a fucking pistol that day.
Yeah.
What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind the murder. And thus another Von Karma has been beaten. Struck silent, Franziska.
It's Ace Attorney, dude. Until the guilty happens, I wouldn't get ahead of ourselves until we get the not guilty from the judge.
God damn it, you're killing my buzz.
Ha!
Who is that?
It's gotta
laughing
be
at a time
Edie.
like this? Ah!
Oh, it was Von Karma?
Damn.
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty?
Kinda. What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is?
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act.
To kill the guy that killed her sister. And almost killed
But
her.
she's saying, why wouldn't she just do it? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
To make sure that the court is satisfied with a murderer and not just looking around that would eventually lead to her. Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Shut
No,
your mouth. You've already torn that hat beyond.
You are not Franziska.
Yeah.
You can't cook on the fly like her. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive?
We kind of already went through that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you want Dr. Gray dead, it's quite literally in one of these newspapers.
Be careful. Yeah, it's probably 2, I think, but you could check it.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, this is the car crash.
Highway. Unable to escape the flaming wreckage and died on site. Ongoing investigation revealed she fell on the wheel. It doesn't directly say that she...
No, but she felt like it. She blamed Gray for what happened.
Okay.
It's gotta be newspaper clipping too. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right? Oh?
Just great. Now even she is calling me by full name.
That might be wrong. You think I did? Oh no, this is definitely a dialogue. She's just countering it. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot. You suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid.
You had to meet Dr. Hardy because of that.
She really doesn't seem fazed by this. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
Fair.
Interesting.
What do you mean by that?
She's just saying I don't blame him for what happened. Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay?
No, don't do this again.
You were like, no, I was liking you.
God damn it, why?
It's been over half a year since I was discharged from that creepy hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona.
Oh, no.
However, you see... Ow, fuck me!
Pathetic. Mr. Phoenix, right?
You know that this scars my skin, don't you?
Yes.
Damn.
You failed to support your own theory.
What?
Yeah, it's like, I win. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss Meanie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan.
I feel like we can cook that up easier than her true motive here.
You don't even have any truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened?
Well, that
I thought I had it for sure.
Yeah, that was a turnabout. Von Karma just swatted that away like it was nothing. That was actually impressive. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. She didn't say that in the investigation. After she basically admitted that she did it to us, she was like, yeah, I'll serve you a slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny.
Who do we got?
Oh, Maya. Mia.
It is just Mia. Hold it! Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
Alright.
That was really straightforward. You can't lose here.
We've
Have
earned
faith in
we've earned
yourself,
a bit of credit by
Phoenix.
now, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but let me guess, she's gonna say,
But we're an
prove
Ace
why it
Attorney.
had to be this
It's
way.
always like this.
But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. I didn't mean literally 60 seconds. Your final answer, please.
I think he did. Well, he did just say, all right. He's like, yeah, 60 seconds, all good.
If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meanie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? Sure. I am not totally
You're just
confident here,
firing, but yeah,
but I know that I must press on no matter what. Yeah, if we don't, we lose.
Yeah, that's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meanie had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. It's funny, she's doing her bimbo things, but she's not talking like it.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Ah,
up.
oh! Interesting.
She finally whipped.
Oh no, Franziska, you're gonna do it again! You did this last time! No! What are you doing, Franziska?
We only got this far because of your arrogance.
You did this yesterday too! You had him! I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
What? You're supposed to be on my side!
It's my ass on the line here. Ah!
Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That is actually strangely honorable, though, in a weird way.
Yeah, take as many tries as you like. I'll beat every single one of them.
Yep. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. Jesus!
Nice.
No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Wow, really? Damn.
Interesting.
We will continue the cross-examination
gonna be
after
our-
we reconvene.
This is gonna probably be our to be continued then. Hey, wait a second here!
Damn,
we haven't had
wow,
it. Yep,
we're
there it
right
is.
into it. Holy shit. Alright, are we calling that a wrap or are we going on?
No, let's keep going. That was only an hour and a half.
Damn, yeah. For any other person,
we
that
could
would
probably
be way
get-
too long. For us, it's way too short.
No, we might actually be able to finish this day and hopefully trial and the episode not be stupidly long. At this rate, if it's comparable, we're looking at a 3-hour episode.
Nice. Oh boy, it's been 2 hours. Oh, lunchtime.
Yeah, longer in canon than it was in reality.
But not by much.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why would my aunt? Oh, everything is going
God.
just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There she
Whoa!
is.
That's a pose. That's a pose.
Oh, I love her. Interesting. So according to her, she expected all of this to happen.
No, she was sweating buckets in there.
I know. But Miss Von Karma,
Oh yeah, it's fucking Maya.
why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about?
She's also quite a bit taller than Maya as well.
Yeah, like I said, we know she's really... Whoa, that's a new face.
Nice.
Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age.
Just down on me, and I'm like I'm a third older than her. More than that. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Damn.
Yeah, I got some lag here. Whenever it.
You good?
Oh man,
Hello?
this is a long one.
Oh boy, looks like we got one of our famous cut moments here.
It's not even lag. I just lost him at the moment.
Oh shit, is it with me?
What the hell?
No, it can't be me. What the hell? Fuck, it is me!
Well. Assuming we both keep recording, this will be fine, but this is awkward at the moment.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. It doesn't even say on my computer that the internet's back on yet, but I'm assuming it's back on.
Obviously it is. Yeah.
Alright, oh crap, share screen, of course.
Yeah, you're gonna have to share, yeah.
Well, this is an easy cut to catch. Wait.
Did I miss any dialogue?
I don't think so. She's just not yet. I didn't push anything past this.
We don't have a log yet.
I think
right?
Maya.
We don't have a yeah.
I think
so.
Maya just said, "Why are you taking revenge? He had nothing to do with your dad. What happened to your dad?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
very,
no.
very fun remaster.
At some
guys.
point, like I said, I'm pretty sure the other ones have logs. The newer ones.
Yeah, great remaster. Also, this pose is something. All right.
Yes. All right.
All right.
You want me to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
Girl, it's not that deep. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, see, again, I don't know. Is she even doing this for her father? Like,
yeah,
I feel like that's a bit of an assumption at this point.
it really is.
In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
That's a great pose.
Yep. Getting the out of courtroom Francisca sprites.
Got the finger pointing in 3D.
Yep.
Alright, so 5 minutes.
Yeah, I like that was a really short recess, like genuinely.
Court will now
He said 5
reconvene.
minutes.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eeny Meeny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eeny Meeny and Dr. Gray only had one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meany, please testify to this court about your car accident last year?
Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Miss Meanie, if you please.
Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Alright, testifying about the car accident. Here we go. That was, like, last year in May.
Hey.
Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around them. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. Interesting.
I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk it was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day last year. Yes, and now let's talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Ah! Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove.
Yeah, also kind of just skipped over, like, you know, Mia and Maya got a moment to get together there. In the recess period. I guess we won't focus
That
on
Dr.
that.
Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Meanie's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to I'll work this from another angle. Hold it! Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th.
2 accidents back
So
to
3
back.
weeks later.
Yeah. Do you assume it's just a coincidence?
My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why, duh.
That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of that mistake?
Like, I heard it was because of the medicines, like, got mixed up.
Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis? Objection! That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Oh. Does ED feel alright just concluding that? Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Mimey is the one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis.
She was totally tired. You mean, exhausted.
Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation.
It's no wonder. Then, that car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. Well, she passed out, didn't she? True.
But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. Liar. That's a bad excuse. This was news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meanie.
Miss Mimi, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, it's literally the last piece of evidence we have. I mean, it was her, I guess, her old one, but obviously she has one.
Do we,
I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fall asleep in the passenger seat.
The accident happened at night, correct?
Yeah, like, it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened.
And your sister, what happened to her?
I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on.
Please tell us about your escape in more detail.
I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore.
Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself.
I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Yeah, that's in our second newspaper clipping.
Yeah.
Like that would probably be the most accurate, you know?
If it's that article, then I've already got it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is obviously incorrect.
And that's why you're in the passenger seat?
Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home.
I see.
Phoenix.
Yes?
You can't do this. You're being too easy on her.
There's got to be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony.
Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this.
Seriously, let's end this.
Yeah, so far though, we've been doing really well. Like we've kind of seen everything that we haven't had any issues at all. Yeah. Well, I mean that's just kind of it. All depends on your perspective. Like it could be easy or really hard depending on what you're seeing and not seeing.
Yeah, I'm just in the zone right now. You know, just in that zone, baby. Miss Meanie, I'm not even done any other trials today. That was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. And there we go again. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie?
That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Well, that's a lie too.
No. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. Nice.
What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes.
Yes. Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did he... Ah!
And how did you know he was so perverted, is what Phoenix said there.
Oh.
What the hell? and then Francisco properly whips him. Genuine, deserved whip. No one cares.
I kinda
Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November?
What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What in the... Whoa, what happened, Mr. Wright?
That's what happened.
That is so... This guy is so mean,
Trolling.
So based. At the time of the accident, Mr. Meanie did not have a driver's license. I get definitely why I can't like the judge. He's such a fun guy to be around. Ah!
Yep. Cry, and my whip will accommodate.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
Say what you want about Manfred, but he wasn't causing physical harm on the defense attorneys when he, yeah, at least during the cases, at least.
Yeah.
You know, outside of court's another story. He did shoot and tase attorneys, but that's...
Yeah, but that was off the job.
Yeah. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive.
It was a nice car by looks of it.
What? Yeah. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. There's no shot.
Did you just whip me?
No. There's no shot, right? How?
It is Mia.
You need to click the. You need
Not
to click.
you too, Mia. With the
What?
pain and the owl.
Oh, kinky. Oh, kink. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Dude, Phoenix. We know what Phoenix is gonna be into.
Nah, there was no
Soon
whip.
enough.
She just smacked me in the face with them titties.
Yeah, but it's still. Well, I don't know about titties, but maybe her hand.
It hurt like a whip.
Damn, that's crazy. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Meanie, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. I wouldn't be loud. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car.
A noob?
So, like...
That kind of
welcome
sounds
to...
suspicious.
So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
A noob. Why would she call you a noob if you had no license?
Yeah, that's a good point.
A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but yeah, having a bike and all.
Let's see. Let's get it. Yeah, speaking of people that don't have their license,
not
or
even
at least
one
I
with an
think he
engine.
doesn't. Yeah, we definitely are gonna need to press these quite a bit.
So what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit?
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is.
Yeah, I drive a bike, and not an engine one. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ow!
Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped.
I had a driver's license at 13, you fool!
I guess ignorance is not bliss.
What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
You say that, but I feel like she has a driver, probably.
Yeah, fair point. And a limo.
So-
a limo.
So, like, may I continue? She didn't give off limo vibes to me, but I definitely a driver.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands.
I think a lot of people would notice that. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car?
Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but you don't understand, man. You've never touched one before.
You're not a car person. You're also not a car person.
Yeah, I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Yeah. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? So I think what was interesting was it seemed like Eni got pretty... Yeah, that was a brand spanking new car, dumbass! Like, she got a little
She's a car person
upset at
herself,
that.
too. Who supposedly didn't have a license.
Perhaps. Yeah.
She was probably drooling from both mouths to ride that thing.
Oh no, not the mouth from down south.
Oh, the mouth from down south indeed. Well, Miss
Oh,
Meanie,
no.
what kind of car was it?
Yep.
It was a new car.
Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Shout out, shout out, shout out.
UK mention, Ace Attorney. UK is canon in Ace Attorney.
We are canon. Let's go.
Yeah, because they canonized Paris, but, yeah, the UK hasn't been mentioned yet.
The UK? Well, those are boyfriend's initials. Are you fucking...
Get wrecked!
Are you what the hell? Nuts? Franziska, whip him for that. Hey,
and it was
whip him.
And she's just like, it's not even worth it. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive, so it was imported then from the UK. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's from the UK.
Yeah, I know, but you could buy cars from other countries, but she had this imported, so...
I really don't know anything about cars. Probably bought it off eBay. But I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then. That's not my point. Although, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Mooney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever.
Kinda grasping at straws here, Mr. Wright.
Okay. Oh, my sister's car was like a totally special model from England.
I yelled hold it pretty forcibly, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Damn. Ask for the heck of it.
This is totally the thing, too. Like, you could just tell from the way the game's, like, presenting it.
So, yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
That's such a I know nothing about what I'm talking about comment.
Like, huh?
Yeah, like, huh?
They're expensive, and the driver's seats is opposite to the cars here in the States. Oh yeah, you crazy fuckers drive on the left-hand side, don't you?
Yep.
Weirdos, man. Weirdos. Oh my god. You people.
I think most of the world does, actually.
I don't care, it's wrong.
But I think Japan drives on the right. So I think this is another thing where it's like flipped. I think in the Japanese version of this, it's an American car.
Wow. This is definitely giving off the I didn't read a single chapter of the book I was assigned 6 weeks ago, and now I'm presenting in front of the class.
It really does. That's good.
It would seem there is no benefit to owning one.
Like, huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it?
You, what do you know? That sleek shape, the purr of the engine, the wild way it starts and smooth handling, the raw feeling of manual transmission, the way the AC. Yeah, I think she's a car person.
Yeah. Forgive me. Her personality really changed at the drop of a hat.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh god, don't tell me it happened
Okay,
again.
we're good. That was just lag. It was just lag. Hello? It's fine. Yeah, we're fair. It was just lag. That one was lag. We haven't really had any lag except for the time where I lost you completely, but...
Oh god.
Yeah. It was just a big lag. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
And all down to a lovely sports car.
Yeah, we might as well do the rest of the statements, but it's gotta be that last one.
Was your sister good at driving?
She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was going to be the, like, racing queen of the nursing world.
What the fuck? Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. And that was when the accident occurred, correct?
Like, yeah, I like immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled like in a daze.
Sounds like you've had a terrifying time.
There is something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony, but we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to.
Do you really think so?
Believe. There is a path. I know it.
Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Getting turned on. Remember, she's in the body of Pearl.
Alright, so let's get to it's the England comment, right? Yeah, what was the next one, just to make sure? Yeah, it was the England comment.
I mean,
so go
letting a noob drive my car, I mean...
Yeah, but the thing is that the England comment was a new comment. That wasn't part of the original testimony. It's basically always, when you add a statement, that's the statement.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, so we gotta read some stuff, I feel like, on this here.
Well, then
pull up the newspaper clipping, yeah. Oh.
Last night, 2 women's cars crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was like totally tired and dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and like I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like still half asleep, but I opened the right door and like got out. I don't like remember anything else. If Miss Eenie Meenie is able to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse that Grace Social patient who accidentally overdosed to the death. Is this then just a mere coincidence?
Okay, I think that's fine for now. So let's get through all this stuff. We don't need anything. Yeah, we could look at that real quick, but is there anything to even look at?
No.
No. Okay. So then we can go second page. None of the rest of this is all related to the current case. Anything on the driver's license?
No.
My sister's new car, profiles then? Anything on Eenie or Mimi? Older sister died in a car accident, Okay, nothing there. Alright, go back to the evidence.
This is the first time we've kind of been stumped on this one. That's fun.
So yeah, I mean, we know it's not, it almost... I mean, there's so little of our evidence relates to the past. Like, it's basically the 2 newspaper clippings and her driver's license.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the newspaper clipping too feels like the thing, but there's nothing in there that screams to me a contradiction.
Yeah, last night, 2 women crashed in the highway center. Are you sure? I know they added it, but I don't feel like this is relevant.
So I have a thought in mind,
the wrong
but I don't necessarily... I mean, you can go ahead and try whatever you want. Because I have a thought in mind, but I'm not... Because there's certain things that have been emphasized, and because of those, I just don't... There's no smoking gun. It's kind of like... It's like a lead. Like, you could present this as a lead into something. But there's no... I don't see a smoking gun answer, because... There's something... Oh! I found it.
Well, you look it up?
Read this page again.
Oh, I was like totally tired and I dropped off to sleep, then there was this crash. And like, I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. So she was asleep already.
That's not the important part. Read that second page again. There's an important detail in there.
Okay, so she woke up and was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. Oh, my British car.
This car's from
the
England.
Passenger is on the left side.
Yep. Which means that she was driving.
You got our goddamn seat assignment wrong, girl.
Which means that everything here is
bullshit.
Which means everything that we know about that is wrong.
Is the
so
England
yeah.
one.
Yep. It's like 99% of the time, it's the added statement you get if you get an extra statement.
Fair enough, I won't doubt your intuition next time. Objection!
Yeah, I missed it the first time too. I had to. The second time I was looking at it, I saw it like right away. The first time you read it, I missed it too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. But they were emphasizing the cars a lot.
Miss Meanie.
This is a lot like the the first case of the first game with the time zone thing.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, it's very similar kind of vibe here.
They just don't fuck with Europe. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right? No, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's is on the left side. That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car.
Got him.
The two of them are riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Oh! Oh! That was extra.
Yeah, she did a little shake, little shimmy there.
We actually sent a shiver down her spine. What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat.
Ah! Interesting. But what does that mean?
She was either drugged to or incredibly irresponsible. Order, order in the court. Order, order.
But this, she would have even less reason to blame Dr. Gray then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if anything, this gets us further away from our motive, in theory. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney.
That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions.
Phoenix?
You fucking said what about me?
Phoenix? It looks like you finally found the real root of this murder.
Have we? If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Meanie? Who was really driving that night? Eni, Meanie, or Meanie,
So let's think about this. Who was driving?
If she's supposedly to be believed, she was driving illegally.
Well, I mean, if she's to be believed, it was Mimi.
I mean, just about the license thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
But this goes back to what we were talking about. If Eni was driving, there is absolutely zero motive for Eni to want to kill Dr. Gray. Because that would mean that she was the reason her sister died, not Dr. Gray. But by all accounts, it seems like we're proving that Eni was driving.
They both, like, were basically asleep at the time. Like, what the fuck? Like, what happened there?
What do you think?
Who drugged her?
Well, I mean, you're just assuming, like, Eni just says she was tired because she was working on her project and it was 1 a.m. I mean, it was 1 a.m.
I mean, we're going down this route. It had to be Eni, but then she has no reason. What the fuck? What? Why is this game trying to confuse me now?
There's a big revelation here that you haven't picked up on, but just let's roll. Go with the flow. Take a guess here. Whatever you think makes more sense.
You can't take a guess in a court of law.
There's a big revelation here, but
I have no idea. And then the answer is Eeny Meeny, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eeny Meeny just said so herself in her testimony. She said she escaped the car from the right side door. Or did she... No, wait, okay, the door thing is fucking me. No, what if... No,
So according
what
to
if,
Eni's...
Okay, they both passed out. What if
Well, we assume.
What if her door was jammed, so she pushed her sister and she moved her sister out of the way so she could get out of the right side door?
But why wouldn't she say that? Why would she hide that?
Because she's lied about everything.
But she has no reason to lie about that.
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's let him cook. Let's let Phoenix cook.
Ow!
Which would have been that way, yeah. I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At the time, Miss Eenie Miney had not yet received her driver's license.
You're acting like people don't illegally drive all the time. And that is why the accident happened.
Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
Just fucking tell me.
No, like I said,
this real truth?
We're gonna get. Oh yeah, it's coming.
If it's so
Think
obvious
outside
to
the
everyone
box.
in the courtroom, just let me in on the joke.
Well, just Mia. Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say?
Outside
That
the
is
box.
what you guys
What do
say.
you mean? Outside the car? Alright, one more time. Well, it's Mimi then.
It's Mimi then.
Okay, the full team patient died.
Mm-hmm. And then 3 weeks later...
I mean, the guy was a complete fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Last night, 2 women's car crashed in the highways. I mean, yeah, they said that, like, if it is Mimi driving, then, like, yeah, she got drugged, apparently.
Okay.
And that's the reason why she wanted to kill the guy. We're just back where we started.
But Eni was in the right side.
Well, then it wasn't a British car.
How would
She got
Mimi
ripped
have been
off.
driving? That's the question. That's the contradiction here. Play it out.
What fucking F?
Play
I
it
don't
out.
care anymore.
Play it out.
This makes no sense. The
Oh, it
answer
makes
is-
perfect sense. Just wait.
No.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
British person, our cars don't work like that. You can't be in one
Your
side
car-
and fucking pop out the other.
No, Eni's on the right side, but
But that's
let's
the
let him
driver's
cook.
seat.
Exactly. Let's let him cook.
The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But what you
Sure.
just said. The witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question.
The next question.
What the fuck? Oh no, you're not pulling this shit again. What?
Do you remember that she had plastic surgery and her face was unrecognizable?
So she took her sister's identity? Don't they have dental
appears
records
so.
for that?
It appears so.
But don't they have dental records for that? Fingerprints?
I don't know.
Anything? I guess she is always closing her eyes.
It was that damn picture. That was the one thing they had, was that damn picture.
Who is the one person standing at the witness's stand right now?
You know, you remember a little while ago she made that comment to the judge,
That's
you don't
her
even
eyes
know
off.
how old I am? Do you remember she made
Oh, I
that
guess,
comment to
yeah.
the judge, you don't even know how old I am?
Oh yeah, her eye shape is the same as Mimi's.
Yeah, it's almost like, why is she closing her eyes all the time?
So even
What
Volcano
sort of
did not
idiotic-
predict this?
Yo, what sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name! This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name is... Eeny Miny. Oh my god, I lose half my health from this.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Mimi Miny. Mimi Miny. That is your real name. Oh wow.
Objection! Of all the foolish tribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had facial surgery, had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital.
Yep.
So for the purpose of the facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
So yeah, it was Mimi driving. And the witness did get out of the right side. That explains the contradiction, because the witness is Mimi.
So Eeny died.
Eeny died.
What fucking House MD shit is this?
Facial reconstruction surgery?
Oh, I guess this was 2002. They didn't use dental records back then to identify people.
Well, yeah, it's fake 2017, yeah.
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But, Mimi Miny, she died in a car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
You know what it is, She was accused of... people thought that she killed 14 people. She probably did. It probably was her fault accidentally, and she wanted a new life.
Jesus
in that
Christ.
moment.
I mean,
I'm sure the car crash wasn't on purpose, but in that moment, I bet.
Have you told your parents about this?
Good God, that is a crazy thing to hold, like, to have inside you, to hold in. Oh.
Seriously.
Then the body they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Eeny Meeny. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miny? Those eyes are looking quite similar.
They really do.
She's gonna attack me. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died was Eeny Meeny.
Can you go to the court record and check the profiles?
Sure. What's up?
And then go back to the shot, like leave the profile. I was just looking at the two of them. See, it's weird because she does have her hair tied up, like Eeny.
Yeah.
Whereas Mimi has her hair down, but it is interesting when you do look at the picture that we've seen this whole time. Like, it could be Eeny's hair, but the hair is down.
Yeah. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eeny. With
That's
this,
crazy.
she effectively erased Mimi Miny from existence.
That's wild. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean? Ow!
And this is gonna lead to a motive as well. What is the meaning? Because, oh my god, because Dr. Gray was gonna have Maya channel Mimi,
and
Maya was gonna find out that Mimi was not dead.
She literally couldn't channel her.
She literally couldn't. That's crazy.
So this forced her hand, basically. She might not have even done this. Otherwise.
Because Dr. Gray, she wasn't going to, because Dr. Gray came to her.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh shit, well fuck. That's not good.
Fuck.
That's crazy. That's actually really clever writing, too. That's wild. What is the meaning of this nonsense?
There was the possibility that that would have just discredited Maya and he would have fucked off at that point.
Sure.
Just because you can't find Mimi doesn't mean you start looking for Eeny. Dr. Gray
in theory, she could have tested it. I mean, in theory, she could have, after that point, tested it by calling back someone else, I suppose.
Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miny. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miny was in fact alive. Fuck.
What the fuck?
Fuck. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop the film, had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
And
even Von Karma can't make a new testimony out of that.
Good God.
The perfect counter.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
I think we've convinced her now. Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting the witness about communicating with the dead. And, in the moment, his fate was sealed. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. I mean, if he was just a few seconds quicker on that gun draw. What the fuck?
Well, Miss Edie, I guess Miss Von Karma... Why did you say my name just now?
Oh, is she gonna, like,
looks like I've...
forgo the wig if it is a wig?
I doubt it's a wig, but looks like I've been unmasked. Witness?
It's like that silly persona is finally gone.
That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end.
He was a bit of a prick.
And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go as far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Mimey wanted her old self to disappear because of this. The newspaper clipping.
Yeah.
Take that!
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. She was utterly shit at her job. The mistake was caused by the nurse.
I mean, they both have fault because I'm sure he did work her to the bone, but in the end she still made the mistake, but obviously, like, you know.
A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident, in which she lost her younger sister.
What an awful month.
Fuck me.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients died in that incident, and her own sister's life indistinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. That was her last chance. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
That's crazy.
That is wild. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination, mine too.
But that's the thing with Ace Attorney, it never ceases to be insane.
They really do go with some crack theories sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's always, like, pretty much always.
That bastard.
Jerk. Mm-hmm. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo?
Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all.
Damn. I mean, spirit channeling's legit. You know, so you can't.
Yeah, she got thrust into the middle of, like, yeah, because Eni was in college, so she got thrust into all that.
Why is Gaunt's theme playing all of a sudden?
This isn't Garn's theme.
Really?
Or Gant's. No, this is just the, this is just a theme from this game.
I thought this played every time Gaunt was on screen.
No, Gant's theme is da 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 da. No, Gant's theme is different.
Interesting. I believe there are still a few unresolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Does it matter? We found the fucking guilty verdict, okay? Maya is clear. Can I go home now?
Yeah, that's what Judge is saying.
Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey.
This...
Miss Von Karma,
I don't think she has an
You-
objection here.
lose.
This is preposterous! I'm perfect. Me, Franziska Von Karma.
You are perfect, but you're not the main character. I'm going to enjoy the week tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
And one more for good measure.
And
Whip
we
4 more
were-
times.
We got knocked out.
We're dead. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. I can kind of understand her opinion, all things considered.
Wait, that's it?
What?
We are
What the
literally out cold.
I wonder
Holy
if we
fucking
waited.
Shit.
She just had a meltdown. She just crashed out in the courtroom.
Assault in a court of law. Anyone? Charges?
I think that might have been I think that might be attempted murder.
Every whip is attempted murder, but that might have been successful murder. Now then,
yeah, we haven't seen Phoenix yet.
it looks like it will be. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. God damn.
Confetti!
Oh, Maya is not
Confetti!
that tall.
Woo!
Maya is not that tall.
I think it's just the way the shot's framed. But no, she is quite short.
She's actually quite a bit shorter than Von Karma. That is all. This court is adjourned. Damn, alright, so no Morgan on trial or anything. Alright, how long have we been out?
That was awesome.
How long have we been out? What? They even made a sprite of this?
Of course. Ace Attorney.
How is that
Congratulations,
fucking dress
Maya.
not flying open? She's not even trying to hide it.
Congratulations, Maya. You're getting your scene now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and Phoenix is just being dragged by the fucking ankle by Maya out of the courtroom.
Oh. Hopefully, maybe he's sitting on the couch, even though, that's not animated. We
Yeah,
saw him on the couch in the first
bailiff
case,
just threw him on
actually.
the- just threw him on the sofa.
Yeah. That's so good. Sis!
Oh my god.
Right? Maya knew the target. She went right to her favorite spot.
Oh, what a lovely scene. It's a shame you can't see it because of the text box. It's a shame you wouldn't be able to see it at all because of the text box if I didn't turn up the opacity. Oh my god, this game is horrible. I'm actually low-key regretting that I found that so soon, honestly.
Oh, that's funny.
That would have been such fucking memes. They did not fact check this game whatsoever. Oh my god, this is disgusting.
Yeah, no, not being able. Yeah, it's always sad when you can't make the text box disappear.
It's like almost every one of these specific shots. The fucking text box is so intrusive. Oh my god! But this,
yeah, I can't. Yeah,
this is good. I just wish I could fully see it.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the shot for a moment or two, but yeah. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis!
It's a shame Phoenix can't see this scene because he's, kind of out right now.
I missed this chest. I didn't kill anyone, did I?
Well, maybe one day you'll have it of your own.
You never know. No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. Sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent.
Was it burgers?
A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right?
What?
Oh, I love the Turnabout Sisters reminiscent. Oh, this theme's so good. That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you get a few moments there.
Oh, he's up.
Yep, he woke up.
There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we had a gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick! And the victory music's now playing for this game.
This do be you?
I'll say it again. Nick! I know I said it the first time, but yeah.
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam, and you're probably gonna have to do this every game that I'm in.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You know what? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm somehow defending Mia at some point. Now, what do we do here? My love interest and my original love interest. Looks like I'm getting both options tonight. No, wait, she's in Pearl's body. Fuck. Even I'm not that weird. Crap. Is there another Fae about? Well, you know.
I mean, Morgan, but...
Ugh, too old.
Wow. But...
What?
I really don't want something like this to happen ever again.
You think I want those saggy old things at that age?
But I don't think that's how it would work, because the body would still morph, so...
We need to see it from the other side.
I'm fine, because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt.
Yeah, what happened to her, by the way?
She's probably gonna be, you know, there's probably gonna be further investigation, probably a trial for her.
So, like, we still have to go into, like, the whole thing that, like, she wanted Maya gone to, like, pursue the claim and, like, make Pearl the prodigy and all that shit.
Hey, Nick, tell me! Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible.
I don't know.
Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Look, man, sometimes family sucks. That's all there is to it. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be, yeah? Honestly, fuck it. This is not the chapter for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, though, if we're leaving it in the that makes me think that in subcontext, if we leave it... The vaguer we leave this stuff, the more we might get Morgan in the future, even if she does end up in jail or something.
We're gonna get her when Misty finally comes up.
Nick, please, I need an answer.
The reason Morgan helped Meanie with her plan was...
Pretty obvious.
Pearl.
Yeah.
Take that!
Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karain Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then?
The Branch family, my aunt?
Misty's gonna come back the day before.
She's gonna end up becoming this, like, troll. She's gonna be one of these characters that's, like, an absolute... She's gonna turn out to be, like, the worst mother ever. She's gonna be an absolute asshole.
And I'm all
like,
here
it's gonna
for
be
it.
so funny. And she's just gonna show up at the last second, like, hey, Maya, what's going on? Like, not even give a shit that her other daughter died, and, like, just...
Oh no, she's gonna be obsessed with the dead one, but not the living one.
Oh, that would be interesting. I could see that.
Oh, Maya. Didn't notice you there. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be... Pearls.
Ah!
Everything done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master.
Yeah, I could see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... I thought so.
She already knew.
Why ask a question you don't want
That's
answer
rough.
to?
Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell number 13.
Whoa, what the fuck? What?
This is Morgan.
My precious pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kareem, dear child. What the? Wait, what? What the fuck? Is she?
Yep.
What? She got arrested?
Yeah, so she got arrested for involvement, obviously, but...
But why is she in solitary confinement?
I don't know.
I sacrificed it
Maybe because of her spirit, but even if she's not that powerful, maybe because of spirit medium related shit, who knows?
Really? I helped that
I don't know.
I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder. And
It's very clear that the government knows that spirit channeling is real. Like, regardless of how much they want to acknowledge... No. Regardless of how much they want to acknowledge it, the police went straight to Misty and then hid their involvement with Misty. Now, obviously, the Misty thing didn't work out, but in no investigation would they ever go to a spirit medium if there wasn't, like... If this wasn't, like, a scam. And also, the master had, like, power in the government.
I mean, straight up, this case now has kind of proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is real. So maybe it will be more recognized now as a legit method of investigation.
Probably not, but hey, you know.
Come on, give a little credit to this.
Anyways, though, let's let Morgan cook.
Of course, of course. And cooperated with that whippy-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. Damn, she gave no shits about you ever, Maya. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Well, she's coming back at some point.
So do you think... So now, before we could talk more about this case and this whole episode. Episode 3!
Here we go. Oh dear. Oh, and you hate this one. What the fuck? The main one. This is a Francisca and you hate it? Oh, what have they done?
Well, I mean, you're just... No. Everything with Francisca's great. That has nothing to do with why I hate it. I don't hate it either. It's just...
But they gave her the cover art, and you don't even like it. Turnabout, big top.
Again, it's one of my least favorite cases. Like, that doesn't mean I don't like it. Again, I've over exaggerated it for sure, but it will be interesting. But I was gonna say, so prediction time. Do you think Morgan is involved in this game at any other point in this game, or do you think that's set up for further down the line?
It really depends. I mean, I assume she's going to come
Is it
up
like,
again
do you
when
think
the
she's
Misty
like the
stuff
end
finally
game
gets
case?
answered.
Well, I guess that goes into that, though, is like, do you think like end game case of this game or further?
No, I think Edgeworth is end game for this game.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
so you
like
don't think we'll see Morgan again in this game?
No, I assume that next time, probably in Chapter 2, we're going to get like the big... final cookage finale of like the Fae story arc, and then that'll probably involve Morgan, that'll involve Pearl, that'll involve Misty and all that good stuff, and then we'll finally get our resolution.
Oh, you think they're just gonna full blown do the Chapter 2 thing for every Episode 2 thing for every case?
They did it
because I thought like
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I just assumed that the way you were setting that up, that you were thinking that it was gonna be the big Fae case was gonna be the last case of the trilogy.
Maybe not enough information yet, but yeah, I'll say it definitely could be. It is the
I guess it's also possible.
It is the largest
it's possible that
story arc in the trilogy for sure.
There's a world where we could do both. There's a world where we could get more Fae stuff in the second case of the next game and have it be the finale case as well. Like, that's not out of the question either.
I guess that definitely is true. But yeah, I mean, we actually, first time, we kind of skipped quite a bit there. We skipped the arrest of Morgan. We skipped any kind of, like, interaction between Morgan and Maya and Mia and Morgan and whatnot. But
that was definitely an ominous way to end the chapter.
I mean, she's got a sentence on herself. She's in solitary confinement, and how she's going to be relevant anymore, I have no idea. You know,
but they made a point. They definitely made a point to be like, yeah, she's going to have some influence. Even if she is somehow pulling strings from prison. Whether it's she gets out at some point or she's influencing in some other way.
That's the first big direct, like, in your face.
Yeah. They were just straight up like, this character in some form or fashion is going to have an impact on either this game or the next game, like in some form or fashion.
Yeah, we will be seeing Morgan again at some point, and it's probably not going to be very good. You know, she's been outed as kind of hating the main branch of the family. Again, who the fuck is Pearl's guardian now?
It is scary, though. I will say, this is actually a little scary, because I will say the possibility of Maya dying slightly higher.
God damn.
The way they've set that up, because that's what she wants in the end. It's like, she was trying to get Maya locked up forever, but she's clearly willing to go that far.
We really are going to just start a case with Maya being the dead body.
I mean, for the final case of the trilogy, is that out of the realm of possibility? And you could even even still do a thing where she could get channeled by Pearl if Pearl's still around. And obviously Pearl has to still be around, because that's the whole point. Like, Morgan wants to make Pearl the master.
Yeah. Oh god.
So there is possibilities.
I'm assuming now we have just got Pearl as like a main character now. Presumably.
We will see.
Presumably. I mean, she's a little young, but presumably Maya is now her guardian.
I assume next episode will probably clear that up.
Yeah, but it looks like at the very least we have got Pearl around for quite a while. We got
a couple confirmations. Oh yeah, go ahead.
We did not get like the resolution for the girl on screen right now, Miss Franziska von Karma.
Definitely not.
She was actually just skipped.
And they have in fact totally confirmed as well that she is also going to be involved in the next case, which is expected, but they have confirmed it.
Well, I would assume she's the main prosecutor of the game.
Well, you never know, because Edgeworth is lurking in the ether as well.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a prosecutor anymore.
Who knows?
I don't.
But we also, on the note of this picture, there is another character, as similar to the previous one. There's another character in the upper right.
There's always one in the background. I mean, you can literally see Maya giving you the middle finger at the back of Pearl right there.
That's what I was saying. It does look like that.
That's definitely someone we don't know. Very exasperated lips, so it's probably female. Although
very pretty kind of look there with the hat too, though. So interesting
could,
hat, a feather on the hat.
Could be another von Karma.
I doubt it, but that would be interesting. I mean, it is kind of framed where she is kind of looking at that potato. Can you check the first one? Or no, it takes you off the screen, doesn't it? Yeah.
I don't think so. Because the first one is just Phoenix and Wendy, I'm pretty sure.
I was curious about the angle of his face, right? Because Pearl is framed directly at us. Franziska is looking to our right, her left. So I was curious if maybe Phoenix is looking to the left or whatever. Yeah, it does take us off.
I saved my point. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's try it.
I think it dumps you right into the next case, though, right?
Does it?
I think it does. Yeah, it does. I'm 99% sure it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Fine.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Kill it. Yeah, whatever. We'll look at that next time if I remember.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You will. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to think of this case. It has a reputation in the Ace Attorney community.
I hope a good one. I hope you're just a silly beanie.
That would be funny. It's like the most beloved case. I've been trolling this whole time. I would do something like that, to be fair. So,
would you? I can't think of you ever doing that before.
Maybe not with you, but I've definitely done stuff like that before.
Oh, I don't get any special privilege. Fair enough.
But regardless, it's I'm definitely excited for that. It's still going to be very interesting, and there's definitely a lot of things in that case that I am looking forward to quite a bit. That was Reunion and Turnabout, the second case of Ace Attorney 2, We got huge lore drop, tons of stuff about the phase. Not only did we meet multiple phase, Morgan and Pearl, but we also learned a bunch of stuff about the spirit channeling and Crane Village and the Crane channeling technique and the phase stuff. Like we learned tons of stuff that we didn't know.
It's like obviously Edgeworth stuff, probably most relevant to the game itself, but this is the biggest overarching story we have in Ace Attorney right now. It's all the lore, it's all the connections between the Fae families, ironically, still Edgeworth with the the DL6.
He is connected to this.
That took the Master away for 15 years, and it's like,
Yep.
You gotta imagine Edgeworth comes back at some point to keep at least some relevancy to the reason Misty left, but
Oh yeah, and I expect Edgeworth, whenever we do the big finale of the Fae stuff, I expect Edgeworth to be around. Whether he's the prosecutor or not, I expect him to be involved in that.
Yeah, and it's definitely the most hyped stuff in Ace Attorney right now, because it's the one thing we've had since practically episode it's been since Turnabout Sisters. It's been around since Turnabout Sisters, and that was a long time ago. It was the second case of the whole series. Now we're through the second case of the second game. And that's including, of course, having the big extra case as well, which is worth noting because that's a bunch of content that we've also done. So we're making a fair bit of progress. I would say that we're probably at least halfway through the trilogy at this point, because you have to consider how long the bonus case is. That's pretty cool.
So we're making good progress. Like there is obviously I won't say exactly how many cases there are left, but this is one of the big ones. This is a pretty big one in terms of its relevance to. It's not one of the as crazy as it is, it's not super complex in the sense that there's 1 million characters. So there's not a lot of characters in this case, relatively speaking. But it is a case that, like I said, has a lot of significance in the story. This is an important chapter, I guess you could say, literally, of the story of the Ace Attorney trilogy. And obviously it will have, in addition to introducing, again, I would talk about Morgan, but, as well, and she's set up to be this antagonist even moving forward. But, again, two clearly very important characters were introduced in this case in Pearl Faye and Franziska von Karma.
See, guys, that's how you do a proper reunion right there between the Fae sisters. Just remove the text box next time, and we're all good. We're all good. I'm never going to let that go. A part of me wants to put it back just to see how god-awful it really would be. But
but you could tell how god-awful it would be without actually having it up like that.
Swear, so it was plot armor that I turned that off at the start. That's all it was.
It truly was. That's hilarious.
I definitely think
any thoughts on
if I kept it
obviously we're talking a lot about the face stuff, but any thoughts on the whole Eenie Mimi, that whole turn of events?
Definitely one of the more wild
so that explains also that's so the idea is that Eenie actually acted like that. Eenie actually was a bimbo. And Mimi was pretending to act like Eenie. That's why she had the facade, the mask,
so
and the real Mimi was obviously a lot.
So a facade over the span of years trying to find the original person's name. Where have we seen that before?
Funny that.
And did that involve another person with a name similar to Von Karma?
Interesting. But yeah, very, very, very fun stuff. We're making progress through Ace Attorney, and that's always fun. Anytime we beat a case is it's not like there's only so many cases. It's not like, each case is a good chunk of a game, so it's a big progress point when we beat a case.
And the hype is very big next time because we are coming up to your least favorite chapter in Ace Attorney.
Turnabout Big Top. Big Top. I don't know if this is genuinely my least favorite, but it's definitely near the top, and it's probably the fandom's least favorite case. So whether it's mine or not, it's definitely historically it's the one that's always been looked at as the standard for least cases.
And I am looking forward to that just to see the reaction.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in it.
Torment myself.
But it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something, and it's gonna. We'll see. I I'm very curious. I haven't gone through this in a while. This is one that I don't, seek out necessarily.
I know. I get you.
So I will definitely say that is another thing though. While I do generally remember the plot, I will say I'm probably a little foggier on this one. So yeah, I will probably, if we get stuck, if we get stuck, I'll probably have to maybe look something up in this next one.
We did that in this one multiple times.
Yeah, I know. But I just definitely could be happening. Hey, things went pretty well in this session. You know?
Surprisingly, Franziska didn't.
You
really
never took
put up
any
that much of a
damage.
fight. For all that
'Cause I
hype
didn't,
of being of Unkarma, that was a pretty easy one.
Well, I think it's all framing. It's like, it depends on like how you look at it. Like, because I think there's a lot of episodes where we might have struggled that people just breeze through, and there's episodes like where we breeze through that people struggle with. I think it just depends on how your brain's working that day, almost.
I guess so. And we usually do these at like midnight for me, so my brain's not always completely optimized.
Sure. But yeah, that was the case. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about for that
like
case, we're all ready
good.
to sign off for Reunion and Turnabout, and next time we'll start Turnabout Big Top.
That's just the stupidest name so far, anyway.
Do you know what a Big Top is?
Not a clue. What the fuck?
Okay,
it's a thing. What is a Big Top?
Well, I don't know if I should tell it, because if I tell you, that'll give you ideas for the case. So I could tell you if you want.
They want you to know that much at least, don't they?
I mean, if you feel that way.
Is there anything like tabletop?
No, there's nothing like that.
Then yeah, I have no idea.
So do you want to know?
Nah, we can leave it vague for now. Fuck it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you'll find out like very quickly in the case. Like it'll come up, and once it comes up, I'll tell you what
sure
what big Big Top means.
But yeah.
But yeah.
I'm all good. Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, that is it for our part. That is the conclusion of Reunion and Turnabout. Hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, go down, subscribe to the Flaming Shark. One day he'll have an Ace Attorney 6 playthrough of his own. One day anyway. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed. And we shall see you next time with the Turnabout Big Top. Fun shit.